How are you?
So I'm broadcasting from somewhere different today, and I want to let you know that today's is reaching in a different way, as I didn't have enough broadband to broadcast live. I made this video with all my love, and I hope you enjoy the practice. I'm gonna be live on the other side, chatting with you, just not responding maybe verbally as I usually do, but I'm on the other side, just know that. So for the last few weeks, you've heard me, quite a few months now, you've heard me talk about withdraw the senses, detach, and then we went into the topic of surrendering and letting go. So today I wanted to bring a little bit more emphasis on the senses themselves. And the senses themselves are called indriyas in Sanskrit. And there's a whole science around that, as you can imagine, which ultimately ends up with the concept of pratyahara, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. We'll do that another day. So hopefully through all this time and these practices, you have been noticing what does it feel like to, when we are really grasping and really with all our attention outside, all our senses outside, like an octopus, you know, the grasping or touching outside, and all on our energy there. And what happens when we can just draw the attention inside? Every time we are with all our attention outside, it feels contracted, it feels tunnel vision. Probably you've noticed if you work with computers that at a certain time there's a pressure building up in the forehead. Our eyes, they feel tense. Maybe we are tensing our jaw and our tongue. Maybe even I find myself every now and then just making face and really having it really hard, even if I'm watching TV, you know, sometimes. So that's the real tension of those senses versus what happens when we expand and we open our gaze and draw the attention within, or just detach, sit back and observe. And that expansion that happens, this is softening. So we are going to work with that sense. So hopefully the practice will become very fluid. Every time we can touch, we can become in touch with our inner flow of energy, just things just flow, and there's a sense of ease, and just going with what comes in. And there's a much bigger power of observation and perceiving and sensing in a way. So we tend to suffer because the senses are overloaded, and that's the reason in Buddhism, that's one of the reasons they say that we suffer. And also we live in a commercial society that really feeds from that. They work by stimulating our interest through the senses. And if we are in a constantly being bombarded and we don't give ourselves time to withdraw, to look at the sky, to be in nature, to really reconnect with ourselves, we become overloaded, and then there's this ease that will be happening. So think of the senses as windows in a house. So there are 10 senses according to this tradition, and if you have all the 10 windows in the house opening and closing anytime they want, there's gonna be a sense of an overload. You know, there might be wind coming in sometimes not. The temperature is gonna fluctuate, the light is gonna fluctuate, maybe the smells are gonna fluctuate as well. So it becomes a little bit too much, and a bit there's no coordination, and there's going to be just a little bit of chaos happening. So where if we are able to control when we open and close those windows, there's going to be a flow of air, there's going to be a flow of light at the right time, depends on what we want to achieve. There's going to be the right sense of smell as well, maybe. So that's a little bit of a visual for you to understand where I'm going with this. And so there are 5 senses, which are the senses that are coming into us, and those are the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, and the skin. And there's 5 exit senses, which are outward experiencing, so how we react to the experience in a way with the outside world, which are the mouth for our speaking and sometimes our throat for the sensing and taste, our hands for touching, our feet for walking, our genitals for procreating, and the rectum is for excretion. And ultimately we use all the work with the senses in something called, as I said earlier, pratyahara, which is the withdrawal of the senses. It's bringing all those windows to with the aim to draw the attention within, and that's how we give them a break. And sometimes, or most of the time, we are so careful in the way we eat, what we put in our bodies, even the company that we keep around us, but we don't pay attention to what we put through our senses. And I bet that we let through, sometimes maybe TV or movies, we let people in our senses, in our home, that we wouldn't allow in real life to invite them for dinner or just to have them around. So it's not about the no intake of stimulus, but it's about taking the right stimulus that is going to allow us to ultimately feel bliss. That's the whole purpose of this. So we want to move from chaos of having an overload of the senses to using the senses for calming the mind and really finding inner peace and calmness, and ultimately that bliss that nothing in this world can give us anything even close to feeling that. So today we're gonna start on the mat, and I'm going to offer a mudra, Yoni Mudra is called, towards the end, and a bit of meditation to finish. So find a comfortable seat. We're gonna do 3 rounds of Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati being one of the main exercises to clear the senses, to clear the skull. So if you remember, you've done it with me, bring your right hand to the tip, the triangle of the abdomen, and start breathing normally. And I'll explain, as you come in contact with your breath, I'll explain what we are doing now. So Kapalabhati is a forceful exhalation through the nose. So we are focusing just on the exhale, and the inhale comes on its own. And as we exhale through the nose, the diaphragm is going to pump in and up. Very important practice for the morning. Has so many benefits to wake up to, in the physical, in the energetic, the rising energy, the cleansing energy. So we're going to do 54. We are going to do half of the 108 that is recommended to be practiced. When we finish the 54, we are going to take a deep inhale and hold the breath. Squeeze the pelvic floor, tuck the chin in. And then I'll instruct all this, so don't worry about remembering. Let's get started. Take a deep inhale. Exhale fully. One more inhale. And get started. And release, take a deep inhale. Hold, squeeze the pelvic floor, tuck the chin in, and keep holding. Exhale, breathe normally. Receive, now sense the effects of this breath. And one more time, inhale. Exhale fully. Take a deep inhale and start. exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold that breath. Squeeze the pelvic floor, tuck the chin in, and hold. Exhale, release. Take a few rounds of normal breath. We'll do the last one. Good. Now take a deep inhale and exhale fully. Inhale and get started. Exhale, inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Squeeze that pelvic floor, tuck the chin in. Just a little bit longer. And exhale, breathe normally. You might be feeling a tingling, maybe an upward rising energy, maybe some sensation in the skull, even the top of the head, maybe in the eyes. And then from here, let's move into Childish Pose. Toes together, knees apart. Extend your hands forward. Bring your forehead to the floor, to a block. I'm gonna keep my head up so you can hear me. And from here, I want you to really take a moment to notice the palms of your hands on the mat. Notice the mat into your hands and your hands into the mat. Gently smile. Notice how the tongue curves and the space between the ears relaxes and opens. Open your ears. Notice the brain and the mind quieting. Now I want you to scrape your tongue with the top two teeth. And then taste. Awaken your sense of taste. And with the taste, I want you to start really paying attention to your smell. What are you getting around? What you're sensing from your surroundings. Notice your mind quiet. Take the breath to the back of the heart. Now very slowly start coming all the way up into downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Again, feel your hands on the floor. Squeeze your fingertips and knuckles, hug the forearms together. As you press the floor away, send your hips up and back. And then start pedaling one leg and then the other. Waking up all the back train of muscles. Stay with the sensations. Movement is a sense. Good. When you're ready, feel every step all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to the shins, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Take it up all the way, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Ready, inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale into plank. Bring the knees down, chest and chin down, and inhale, low cobra. Roll your shoulders. Sway from side to side. Notice the sensations. Here, listen to your body. Notice where it's asking you to go. Exhale, bring it down. Take your toes under. Back through all fours, downward facing dog. And on the next exhalation, start walking to the front of the mat. Hands to the shins, lengthen. Inhale and take the smells, and exhale, bow. Inhale, arms up and reach. Feel the hands touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. I wish you were all here. Inhale, open up. Exhale, forward. Open and lengthen. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Option to bring the knees down or straight into upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take 2 more breaths here. Feel the palms and the feet on the floor. Soften your eyes. Maybe pick a point and look through the corners of the eyes. Notice how it softens. And with the next exhalation, start walking to the front of the mat. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Open the heart. Take it all in. Exhale, bow. Inhale, the arms up and reach. Exhale, hands to heart. 3 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Fall through the hips. Hands to the shins or to the floor. Lengthen, open. Exhale, chaturanga. Take it slow. Feel through the movements. Feel the hands, the feet. Keep your ears open. Activate your sense of smell. And then exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Take it all the way up, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, and inhale. Exhale, fold. Open and lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lovely, exhale, walk it forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Reach the arms up. Feel the palms touch. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Good. Bring it up. Reach as you press the feet on the floor. Lengthen. Exhale. Fold. Open your heart. Make it shine. Exhale. Down chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Next exhalation, jump or walk to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, lengthen, and straight away grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take your left leg behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press to the right. And as you press the wrist to the right, press the hips to the left. Good. Now inhale back to center. Hands down, take them up again. Now is the right wrist, right leg behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the left. Draw your attention in. Inhale, bring it down. Good. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, touch the floor and sit back with Katasana. In your Katasana, draw the abdomen in, tuck the tailbone under. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Exhale, bring the hands down. Go to plank chaturanga. Notice if you're starting to tense, gently smile. Notice the space that creates in the middle of the ears. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Bring it forward between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Send the left hip forward, right hip back. Open your heart. Exhale, bring it down, chaturanga. Inhale the left leg up this time, bring it between the hands, warrior one. Sit lower, right hip forward, left hip back. See if you can find a little back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And very slowly start walking to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow and sit back. Utkatasana. See if you can see it a little bit lower. Again, zip the pubic bone towards the belly button, ribs in. And start inhaling. Feel your thighs. Stay with the sensation. Breathe through it. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Relax your shoulders. Bring the palms to face forward. Notice if there's any shift, any difference in your body. And now inhale. Arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, downward dog. Take the left leg up to the sky. Bring it between the hands. Open up, warrior two. With warrior two now, press the upper right thigh back in space. Notice there's more space in the groins and tuck your right hip under. Find that balance. It's like a seesaw effect. Sit lower, making sure the front knee is on top of the heel. Open your hands, roll the shoulders back. You can turn the palms up to help that rotation. And then turn them back down. Hug the legs together. And now inhale, reverse. Exhale, forearm to front leg, Parsophanasana. Inhale, waking up the body this beautiful morning. Hoping to bring some sunshine to your homes today. One more. Good. And then coming back up to warrior two, find your stand. Rise the front foot and stretch the front leg into Trikonasana. So now reach forward, long side body. And when you can't reach anymore, land your hand on the shin, on the block. And inhale, now turn belly, ribs, chest. Extend your arm up. Keep extending through the crown. Keep pressing the back foot on the floor. Bring your ribs in. And as you settle into the pose, if you can, maybe turn the belly a bit more, the chest a bit more, reach up. Lean back. Soften the eyes, look through the corners. We're gonna go up again into warrior two. Now take both feet to the right, so we are in a wide stand. Hands to the hips, inhale, lengthen. Roll the shoulders back and away from the ears, and exhale, bend through the hips. All the way forward, hands under the shoulders. And now adjust your stance. You might want to go a little bit longer. Take the toes in, heels out, and then fold. Walk the hands back so they are in line with the heels. So heels of the hands, heels of the feet aligned in one line. Roll your shoulders back and hug the elbows so they remain on top of the wrists. Some of you might want to put the head on the floor. If you do, you can give your crown chakra a nice massage. So you can go up and back, front and back. Great, and then walk the hands back down. And you can close your legs a little bit if you're too wide. Hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your right foot out. Into warrior two. Adjust your stance. Press the upper left thigh back and tuck your right hip in. Open the arms. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Now reverse. Inhale. Exhale, Parsvakonasana. Open, reach forward as you press the back foot down to the floor. One more. And then back to warrior two. Settle your stand. Good, and now press the front leg and stretch your leg, reach forward. And when you can't reach anymore, land your hand. Turn your belly, your ribs, your chest, and then hand comes up. Now notice that immediately when we take the hand up, we tend to lift the on the side. Just make it flat and find evenness on both sides. One more breath. If you can lean back into the pose, maybe rotate a little bit more. Inhale, bring it up into warrior two. Now turn the feet once again to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Now interlace the fingertips behind your back or grab a strap or your t-shirt. Long spine, open the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the palms over the head and breathe here. Again, we are in a bit of a binding pose, a bit of a contracted pose, so soften your gaze. Find the point to focus your gaze and look through the corner of the eyes. Gently smile. Find that space between your ears. Lengthen your crown forwards and the hips back and away. And then change the interlace. So moving the fingers one up. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, turn all the way to the front of the mat, Chaturanga. Exhale, downward dog. The mosquitoes in the region now. Inhale the left leg up into the sky, bring the foot between the hands and bring it up to warrior two. Again, inhale, reverse. And then I want you to reach forward, bring the hands forward so we are in a side, nice side angle, bit of a good pose to flare up the abs. And imagine you had the sun between your hands. Look, I have the sun between my hands. And then move it forward, move it forward, move it forward, and then to the left. Open it up into reverse in the warrior. Again, side, hands to the front. So it could be a Parsvakonasana if you need to. Just lift, grab the sun, sit lower. And again, bring that sun through the center. We're gonna go one more side. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to the front. Again, you can do Parsvakonasana or lift the hands, grab it. Take that sun, spread the light. Last one, reverse. Exhale, forward. Good. And take it all the way to the front. Warrior 2, windmill the hands down, chaturanga. Beautiful. Take 2 more breaths here. And now taking your knees down to the floor. I'm gonna do one of my favorite poses. We've done it quite a lot together. Tuck your toes under, hug your legs together. There's a nice tone to the outside of the hips. Take your right hand to the right ankle, left hand behind. You can choose to keep your torso to the side if that's easier. Otherwise, roll the right shoulder open into half camel. Breathe here. Inhale, puff the chest up, push the hips forward. And on the exhalation, turn to the right and travel right to left. Now it's left hand, left ankle, open up. Inflate, show your heart. Exhale, left to right. And as you come through the center, send the hips back. It's a nice release if you have a bit of an achy lower back. Squeeze the glutes. Open up, inhale. Exhale, right to left. Open up. And exhale, left to right. One more. Open the chest, open the heart. Good, until you're gonna come halfway through. Sit on the shins. And just feel, close your eyes. Withdraw into your senses. Let go of the effort. Gently smile. Notice the palate softening, the tongue curling, the space between the ears, the mind quiet. Soften your gaze. Maybe the inner gaze, take it to the heart center. Okay, and gently open your eyes. We're gonna finish the class instead of Shavasana with the Yoni Mudra and meditation. So there are different ways of doing Yoni Mudra. Today what I want to focus on is a practice which actually blocks the senses with the fingers. So before we do this, I'm gonna look at me and I'll, because then you won't hear me because we are gonna be closing the eyes, the ears with the thumbs. So we are going to take the thumbs into the ears. The index fingers close the eyes. The middle finger will close the nose. And the ring finger and the little finger will close the mouth. And while we are doing this, we are going to chant the sound of Om, but with the mouth closed. So it will look like this, like a humming. So inhale and and you will be able to feel the vibration right inside the mouth, the teeth, the face. So we're gonna do that 3 times. Like, get ready. Thumbs into the ears, index finger in the eyes, middle finger the nose, ring and little finger the mouth. Inhale and twice more. Now release the hands, keep the eyes closed. Come in touch with your sensation. Draw the attention within. Take that breath down to the belly. Stay with the attention within. Withdraw the senses from any noise around me as well. If you can hear the sea, you can focus your ears on the sea. But listen to the waves. Keep your attention on your breath. And follow your inhalation from the beginning, the middle, the end. And exhale, beginning, middle, and end. Notice if your mind starts jumping, the thoughts, just allow them to let go. Gently smile. Notice the tongue curling, the upper palate softening. There's an opening in the space between the ears, and the brain softens. Stay anchored in your breath. One more minute. Dive within and see if you can still notice the reverberation of that Yoni Mudra we just did. Very slowly, start deepening your breath. As the world starts waking up, we are ready, we are quiet. Our body is strong, our heart is open, the mind is quiet. There's no better way to start the day. Inhale the arms overhead and exhale, bring them down towards the heart. Take your right palm to your heart, the left palm on top. Gently bow your head in acknowledgement of that beautiful inner world, the bliss that lies within, the truth in our hearts. We can access when we get quiet, when we withdraw the senses. And I invite you to set an intention for the rest of the day, the rest of the week. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste to each one of you and my teachers. I bow. hope you enjoyed the class today. I made it with all my love, and as I said, I'm here live on the other side of the chat, so if you have any questions, please, or any comments, please, you can just type it and I'll answer by typing. And remember, as always, you can find me on the social media platforms. On Instagram is valeria.wellbeing. I also, actually on Instagram, there's a video there that I recently posted, which is all about exercise for the eyes. So if your eyes are feeling tense and tired, really good sequence of exercises to release the tension. Also on Facebook, my group is group is self-care in times of uncertainty, where we practice yoga, meditation. We talk about all the things we need in order to self-care and remain sane through these times of transition and awakening. And yeah, so I'm gonna stay here for a minute or so more, just to receive your comments if there are any, or questions. Otherwise, feel free to reach me through Instagram on the message. I always respond. Yeah, so I'm here, and I'm only a message away. So remember, you can always reach out to me, and it's my absolute pleasure to help you. Yeah, I'm welcoming suggestions as well if there's anything in class that you want to do, any topic, being mental health or physical or emotional. We can tackle that, and it remains anonymous. So please feel free to reach out. Good. Wonderful people, beautiful souls. I'm gonna say goodbye. Everyone's waking up here, and I know that it's getting a bit noisier, so I'm just gonna send you all my love. I hope you really enjoyed the class. Namaste, everyone. Lots of love.